let's talk about noise. And then the noise is something which has been associated with this industry for many, many years. Yeah, and then the wind tunnels are creating noise because the propellers are creating noise. So it's not easy to fight with the noise. However, recently most of the industry has gone through this challenge, and we have achieved quite good results when our wind tunnels are not noticeable in environment. Yeah, but some other rumors are going more extreme, and trying to sell the argument that you need to go even lower. Yeah, and we have heard that somebody is offering wind tunnel to be as low as 50 decibels of noise. Yeah, do you really need it? Yeah, that's a question we asked ourselves. Yeah, and let's go to facts. Yeah, what we has chosen as our data is 62 decibels, which is our data for indoor skydiving tunnels as our standard. Yeah, and I want to explain why. I want to explain why do we chose this number. Yeah, and you need to understand that even right now when I'm talking probably 70 dB. Yeah, and when people are silently talking 75 dB, when they are in let's say going shopping and talking louder, it's 73 something decibels. Yeah, we found one research which was done in American malls, and then here you see the data which is representing the ambient noise which is already existing in a mall. The lower number, 58 decibels, is a number when you have 0 customers, when it's a completely empty food court. Yeah, and 71 decibel, that's the one which is kind of ambient noise when you have food court with participants, with people eating and gathering around. Yeah, so this is a bracket of noise figures where we want to fit in. Yeah, and I don't believe you need to go lower. Yeah, as this bracket. Yeah, and it's pointless to make a wind tunnel for 50 decibels unless if you're making it for I don't know, hospital. Yeah, or a residential building when all the other your people around are sleeping. Yeah. So what we do for fighting the noise, we have our own solutions. We have the silenced fans, which is a kind of unique solution. I haven't heard from other industry players that they do this. And then this is coming from our open air wind tunnels, because you probably know that AERODIUM is building the both. We're building the open air and indoor ones. And for open air, it's even more extreme and even more difficult to reach the point when your tunnel is reasonably silent. Yeah, and then recently we have gone long way forward, and right now for our open tunnels you don't hear them. Yeah, so we implemented the same technology in our indoor tunnels right now as we speak, and then the first one to witness this tunnel is happening in Saudi Arabia next year in June. It will be up and running in Riyadh. Another thing we do in our wind tunnels, we use a lot of noise absorption solutions inside the ducts, yeah, which is cutting the noise significantly. And Andy, maybe you can comment. What was your first comment when you came to Kiev, and then you compared this with your previous experience with other tunnels? Can you comment quick?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the main thing that really shocked me was the inside noise. If I wanted to go into the tunnel in the previous tunnel I worked at, and I needed to grab something quickly, there's no way I'm going in there without earplugs. Even there were some very high frequencies that I've heard that I simply don't hear in AERODIUM, and the noise in general, it just would have hurt my ears to even been in there for like 10 seconds or something. It's really noticeable, and that's at the lower speeds as well. When I turned up at AERODIUM, I went into there was occasional moments where I went into the antechamber, and I would need to do a quick high fly or something on the lower speeds for people, and I didn't even need to take earplugs sometimes, which that blew my mind. Like I've never experienced that before. There was no pain in my ears. Yeah, I don't want to be staying in there for a couple of hours, but yeah, the fact that I could do that was really impressive.
Yeah, so what I also want to add that we came to the solution that we are using 3 layers of laminated glass for our wind tunnels, which are totaling of 34 millimeters of thickness. And again, you know, some manufacturers are proposing to go even more thick glass, but this is adding weight. This is adding the complexity of the building, and obviously it is adding the cost a big way. Yeah? And then the glass is very expensive, and for example, just adding some centimeter or so to the glass, it might result in hundreds of thousands even euros, yeah, as increase of the price. So there is some level of reasonability in this argument. Yeah? Also, to cut the noise, we are, as Arnis already explained it, we are using active cooling lately. We are not jumping back to the passive cooling because we don't see the big benefit out of passive cooling. And in some situations, passive cooling cannot cool the wind tunnel to the comfortable level.